Hello, can you hear me? So, I'm not doing scan and cut today. I just thought I'd come on and say hi, and I've got a Stampin' Up card kit that I've had for several weeks sat on my desk. And I did show you a kit a few weeks ago, and it was quite popular, so I thought I'd show you another one. So I'm just going to wait for a few minutes and see if anybody else hops on with me. I can see that there are a couple of people here. So if you would like to say hello, let me know where you're from, let me know, can you hear me? I know this is not my usual time, it's just literally an impromptu jump on YouTube live and just see if anybody's around that wants to have a chat and just watch me craft and make some simple cards from this card kit. But I can't see any comments. Oh, hi, Rachel. Can you hear me, Rachel? Hello, Jennifer. Yes, Rachel, I've had this kit sat on my desk for weeks. Can see and hear. Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, I've had this card kit sat on my desk for quite a few weeks now actually, and just never got around to showing it anybody. I've opened it and that's as far as I've got. I've taken the, you know, they have like a seal on them, and I've taken the plastic seal off it, and they're shrink wrapped inside, so I've undone the shrink wrap, and that's as far as I've got. I've kept the label from the kit, so the kit's called No Matter the Weather, and for anybody that doesn't know, our kits are not in the catalogue now, but they are available to view online in my shop. So whether you are, you know, in any of the markets that I can sell to, so that's UK, Austria, France, Germany and Netherlands, or whether you're anywhere else in the world and you buy Stampin' Up products, if you want to go and have a look at them, you can view them online. You can go to my Stampin' Up shop, which is www.applelover53.stampinup.net, and then in the search products box you can type kits and they'll all come up. And this kit I just thought looked nice, so that's why I thought I'd just hop on, say hello. I am going off tonight for a few days to go and be with Hannah, who is at Golf County Week. So I'm not going to be back till towards the end of the week. So I thought if I don't show it now, another week's going to go by before I get, you know, around to actually showing it. So I can see Jennifer, I can see Rachel, and I can see Julie, but I can see that there are 9 people. So if you are here, don't be afraid, just say hello. You know, you don't have to contribute or make any other comments if you don't want. Just go to where it says live chat, providing you are watching this signed into your YouTube channel, you'll be able to click the live chat box and just type a comment, just say hello, or if you want to let me know where you're from, let me know where you're from. So as I said, this is called No Matter the Weather. For anybody that may or may not be interested in buying it through me or your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, the product number that I've got on my kit is 156977. I would imagine that that is the same product number no matter where in the world you are. But that's the product number here, 156977. So as I say, if you go to my Stampin' Up! Shop and either type that product number in or go to where it says search by product and type in kits. So I can see Lynn's saying hello, Susan, hi, is saying hello, Rachel's saying we don't bite. Yes, you're right there, Rachel, we don't. I can see Heather from Yorkshire, Ali from Western Australia, welcome, Julie from Gloucester, and Heather saying hi. So brilliant, thanks guys. Right, so this is the kit. So our Stampin' Up! Kits are absolutely brilliant for anybody that has never done paper crafting before and wants to give it a try, or likes crafting, maybe wants to take something away on holiday. You could pop this into your hand luggage or in your suitcase, or if you're staying in the UK and going to a caravan or a mobile home of some description, or going away and staying in, you know, a B&B for a few days. Everything in this kit is here. You don't even need scissors to my knowledge, but you could take a pair of scissors if you wanted to. But from memory, everything you need is in here. So I'm going to show you what's contained in this magical little box. So as I say, I've took the shrink wrap plastic off it, and I've taken the shrink wrap plastic off the inside. But apart from that, I've done nothing else to this kit. So there's a stamp kit. Let's see if you can see this any better if I pop it down. So it's got a couple of cloud designs, some kind of what looks like maybe a background. It says, let love grow. You are capable of amazing things. No matter the weather, we're in this together. That's nice. Wishing you brighter days ahead. So that could be, you know, a birthday. It could be, you know, just thinking about you, or maybe just somebody that's going through a bit of a rough time. It's got some little kind of what look like possible raindrops, a little flower, and 3 hearts in 3 different sizes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stamps, photopolymer stamps. It comes with an ink spot. So these ink spots that you get in these kits are all our regular Stampin' Up! Colours, just in a, you know, a smaller format. So this is basic grey. As you can see, I've not even opened it. So let me just find something to just rip this open. And then this should just hopefully come apart. There you go. So this is the stamping spot in basic grey. So I'm going to use that. You get a block. Now this block is the same size as our, let me find it, our regular D block, but it's about half the thickness. So this is a regular Stampin' Up! D block, and this is the one that comes with the kit. So exactly the same size, made I think from the same material, just about half the thickness. So you get a stamping block. Like I say, everything comes in these kits. You get dimensionals, a sheet of our large white dimensionals. Then you also get adhesive dots. So these are like our sticky dots, but just on a sheet. It also comes with some little like raindrop embellishments, which I'm not sure how well you're going to see those. Let me see if I can, if I've got anything dark I can put this against just to show you. Let's see if you can see that any better. Can you see those little like raindrop, teardrop and little tiny dots? So they're embellishments. It comes with a roll of like baker's twine or cord. This kind of looks a bit like Sahara sand and white, but I'll look at that more in a few minutes. So that's the stamps the block, the ink pad, the cord, some embellishments and 2 kinds of adhesives. And then let's just bring out the whole of the kit. So it all comes, as I say, shrink wrapped on a piece of like chipboard. Trying to keep everything in the camera so you can see it all. But as I say, I've removed the shrink wrap, so that's the piece of chipboard. If you make, you know, mini albums or anything like that, keep this because, you know, you can use that for something else. And then you get instructions. Now, one of the things that Stampin' Up have always done is given you pictures, you know, step-by-step instructions of how to put your kits together. But what they've done with the new kits now, they actually literally give you even more descriptive pictures. So like for this one, step 1, it's showing you, you know, what you need. Put this particular stamp on the block, stamp it on this card. Then step 2 is showing you to get the dimensionals and the die cuts. Step 3, it's showing you how to mount the stamp and where to stamp it. It's using some of the cord and then how to apply it to the card. So it literally is, you know, beginner friendly. And it shows you for every single card that's in the box. So I'm trying to see how many this makes. Let's see, does it tell us? So this is the whole kit here, the kit components. And let's see, how many does it make? So is it, I think it's possibly 3 cards and maybe 3 of each, but we'll find out as we go along. So I'll just show you a brief look at all the elements and then I'll make up some of the cards. So you've got 1, 2, 3 sheets of these die cuts. So you've got the Wellington boots, as we call them here in the UK. You've got the welly boots with the flowers, you've got the rabbit, you've got the hearts, you've got more flowers. So these are all die cut and there's 3 sheets of those. Then you've got, is there just 1 sheet of this? 1 sheet of die cut shapes and labels. And I'm not sure if this kit tells me what the colourway is. Oh, here we go. So coordinating Stampin' Up colours that would go with this kit are Balmy Blue, Basic Grey, which is what the ink pad is, Calypso Coral, Grey Granite, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Shaded Spruce and So Saffron. So that's your colourway. So that's all these colourways, but can look at that again, as I say, in a minute. Then it's got these cards. So let's see what we got. We've got 3 each of this design, which is a lovely light blue washed background and then grey on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Have we got 3 of this one? Let's have a look. Then 3 of this one with like the grey and the blue wash effect like clouds and grass. So 3 of those. And then 3 of the one with the bottom half of this lady with like an umbrella and her legs and a boots. So 3 of those. 3 envelopes with the coloured stripy insert. So I'm guessing that's probably Calypso Coral. 3 of the green, that looks like Shaded Spruce. And 3 of the yellow, did we say that was So Saffron? Yeah, so 3 of the yellow. So plain white envelopes with coloured inserts. And then the card bases. Yeah, so what we got? 3, 6, 9. So it makes 9 cards if you use the kit as it is. But, you know, you could maybe use the stamps and stamp a background and make the kit go a bit further. You know, use some of these somewhere else. You could maybe chop that in half and use that on the card and then use this for something else. But I'm going to just make the 3 cards up, 1 each of the 3 designs. And then if you've got a ScanNCut there's probably other shapes that you could use, that you could cut from, you know, coordinating cardstock. I'm not so sure if there's Wellington boots in the ScanNCut machine, but I'm sure there's a watering can. If there's not a watering can directly in your machine, there's one in Canvas Workspace, because I think I used it recently on a card that I made, if anybody remembers that one. And there's obviously flowers and things in your machine, so you could make this kit go further, either just by using the stamp set or by, you know, introducing items that you've cut on your ScanNCut machine. That's a good idea with the steps, Rachel's saying. Yeah, it's different to what was in the previous kit. If you just give me 1 minute and I can turn around and I'll grab the last kit I showed. If I can find it, just bear with me 1 minute. Yeah, so hang on. Just move my squeaky chair. So this was the last all-inclusive kit I showed. As you can see, it's empty because I made it up and then I sent some of the elements, well, I sent all the elements to make some of the cards to customers that shopped with me. I can't remember whether it was April or May. But so for this one, basically what they did, they give you a colour diagram of the card ready made up, and it had like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could still see how it went together. That's how I made this. Was this called Hello Dear Friend or something? Yeah, Hello Dear Friend. That was what I made in the last live. But now in this one, they've taken it a step further, and literally they're showing you step by step. So I'm going to make this first card. So I'm going to put the instructions there just in front of me. I know you can't see them. And then I'm going to grab the elements. Hi Carmen from California. Julie's saying, what was the website to get the kits? Thinking great for holiday in September in case of a rainy day. Definitely, like I say, Julie, these are brilliant for, you know, if you know somebody that maybe is a crafter but isn't a paper crafter and you think they might like to do something different. If you know somebody that, you know, has said for a time, oh, I like that you do paper crafts, I don't do it, this would be a good gift. But certainly brilliant for taking on holiday. So Julie, my website, what I'll do, I'll type it on the screen for you. Just give me 1 minute so I can see if I can edit this, and I'll type my website. So it's www.applelover53.stampinup.net. I'll just make it a little bit smaller and pop it on the screen. So it should be coming across your screen any minute now. Not the Canva one, sorry, I've replaced it. So www.applelover53.co.uk is my regular website. There's a link to my Stampin' Up shop on there, or you can go directly to my Stampin' Up shop at applelover53.stampinup.net. And there's no space, I've just noticed, in the middle of Stampin' Up. So let me just edit that space out. There you go. So it should be on your screen now. So I'll remove it and I'll crack on. I'll leave it there just for a couple of seconds more. And as I say, if you do go to my website, go to the top left-hand corner, I think it says Shop by Products. And under Products, you can either scroll down to Kits, or in the search box, just type Card Kits and they should come up. They are available in several languages, so make sure you choose English, because it probably will come up in French and German as well if you just type Card Kits. Thanks for writing it down. We'll look after video. Oh, thank you. Right, so I'll clear that from the screen. So the elements that it tells me I need for this card now is the card that's got the grey on the bottom. So I need that. It tells me I need the stamp that's got the kind of mottle design. So I'm going to take that off and put that on my block in readiness. it tells me that I need the flowers with the boots. So these, as I say, are all die cut, so they just pop out. It says I need the rabbit and I need a heart. And what else do I need? One of these die cut shapes. So this, you know, really couldn't be any simpler. It also says I need Let Love Grow, so I'll get that out ready. And I need some twine, which I've got. And then I just need some dimensionals and a card base. So I'm just going to pop that on one side. I'm going to put the envelopes to one side as well. And I'm going to get one of my card bases. So I've got all the elements. Just making a little bit of room at the side of me. So card bases are already pre-scored for you. So they just need folding in half. So you don't need a bone folder, but I'm just going to give mine an extra burnish. So that's the base of my card already. I'll tell you how big these are, just in case anybody is interested. Typical Wimbledon weather, I've just seen Rachel saying. I could do with the wellies and the umbrella here, it's throwing it down, Ali's saying. It looks as though it's going to rain here, to be honest, but it's not at the moment. But Hannah has played her match this morning and she said it rained all through her match and she's out playing a second match now, so I'm hoping it's going to be dry for her. Okay, so I don't want to go off topic. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So a regular US or Canadian, I think we established Canada uses 8 1/2 by 11 yesterday. So a regular standard size card for anybody in US or Canada. Our UK card this size would be 4 1/8 by 5 7/8, so slightly narrower and a little bit longer. So that's the card base. So I'm going to put that just to the side. So let's see what we do. So from the pictures, and that's all I'm doing, following the pictures, okay? So it tells me I need the stamp and I need to stamp on the bottom half. So I'm going to bring in the block that I've already put the speckles on. Just going to take the lid off here, ink this up with my basic grey, and it looks as though I literally just stamp it all over. So let me just bring some scrap in. Hang on. In fact, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll stamp off on this. I can always change it. So I think what it looks as though it wants me to do is just ink this up and stamp it all across the bottom. And obviously if I'm doing this wrong, well, that's just the way it goes. So that's that. Now, the only thing that I can see that you are going to need is something to clean your stamps with as you use them. Now, I normally use my Stampin scrub or my chamois. My chamois is dry, so let me see if I can find my scrub. But you don't need these. You could just as equally use baby wipes. I just need to find my stamp cleaner. So just bear with me 1 minute. So literally I'm just bringing in my Simply Scrub, and this has a wet and a dry side. So one side you spray, and my spray's not, oh, there you go, my spray's working now. And then you just clean your stamp and then you dry it on the other side. Okay, so that's that one done with now. So I'm just going to pop that on one side. And obviously all these, you know, any extra products I'm trying not to use. I'm trying to just use the kit, but the Simply Scrub and the Stampin' Mist are available on my website as well. Right, what we're saying, we'll have to take my tape roller glue. Can't do without that. But yeah, any glue, you could take extra glue if you want to. That would fit in your little box. Sorry, phone keeps adding letters, or maybe because I've not got my glasses on. Oh, don't predictive text with me. I tell you, some of the messages I send to Hannah are hilarious. Rachel's saying that's my excuse. Our winter isn't as cold as England's. Those cleaning blocks are brilliant. Yeah, they are. Right, so where have we got to? So now it's telling me I need these. And if you look at the pictures, I'm not sure how well you'll see this, but basically it's even got the shape of the dimensionals, so you know to put dimensionals on the back of the die cuts or a glue dot on the back of the heart. So how, you know, ingenious is that even? So let's do what it says. So these two, this has got a bit in the middle that pops out, so I'll get rid of that. So the rabbit and the die cuts go on dimensionals because that's what it's telling us to do in the picture. So I'll just put one on the rabbit and I'll put 4 on the back of the Wellington boots, and then let me bring my little box in to put all my bits in, and then I'm not going to end up with bits stuck all over my desk. Because I don't know about you, but the backs of these dimensionals seem to get everywhere. They stick to your clothes, they stick to your slippers, stick to everything. So looking at the pictures, it says that I put this kind of over here to one side on dimensionals. Then the rabbit also on a dimensional, and that goes just overlapping the Wellingtons. And then the little heart, it tells us in the description to put on a glue dot. So I'm just going to bring my little piercing tool in just to pick this up. So that's going to go on the back of there. And then I'm just going to peel off the paper backing. So I've got a little tiny glue dot. You can just about see that. So the heart goes just above the rabbit, and that's on a glue dot. Then it tells us we need the die cut shape and we need the other greeting. So I'll just put that one on one side and put this one on now. So this is Let Love Grow. So I'm going to pop that on there. Ink it up, try and get it straight on here. Not sure how well. Sometimes you need to stamp off a few times with our stamps. In fact, I'll do that just to see how, because the photopolymer specifically, yeah, that's okay now, seems to have a coating on it, and in the past I've kind of like rubbed sellotape over it, or I've, you know, put a wipe over it. Let's try this one now. So I'm just going to try and get this in the middle without getting my head in the camera. So that'll do for now. Julie's saying I've got a pack of travel wipes. Yeah, that would also fit in the box because there's plenty of room in the box. You could put your wipes in, you could put your glue runner in it if you wanted to. You could pop a small pair of scissors in it, or it probably, actually, I'll show you, I'll bring the box in. This is my big scissors and they would fit in it. So you could get a big pair of scissors in it easily. Or if you have our Stampin' Up snips, they'd go in it, you know. So literally, as I say, everything you need is in this kit, but you probably will need some scissors to cut your twine. And then obviously you're going to need something to clean your stamps. So all in this one little box, all contained, would be brilliant. Right, let's see, what do we do now? So this, now again from the pictures, I can see that these are dimensional shapes. So it wants us to pop this on dimensionals. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals. And I generally find with our kits that you always have adhesive left over. They always give you more, you know, glue dots and dimensionals than you need. So you'll always have spares. So this just goes across there. And then let's see, what else do we need? It says we need a piece of twine to tuck under there. Doesn't tell me, oh, it even tells me how long, 11 inches, but I'm not going to use 11 inches. I'm just going to cut some off, whatever that is, it is. And it just kind of looks as though it kind of just wants you to make something like that and pop it underneath. I might actually make that smaller. So let's see if I can just wind it round a couple of fingers. I'm going to get a glue dot and I'm going to pick a glue dot up and pop it just under the edge and then remove the paper, and then I'm just going to stick this under there. Let's see if I can just get it on the glue dot. So that's kind of just stuck under. I might add another glue dot actually. Or what you could do, you could tie it in a bow if you want to. Let me just tuck the edge under there. Get rid of that. So we've kind of got a bit of a loop going on. In fact, I don't like that. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to tie a bow. Let's pull it off the glue dots. See if I can tie a bow with this small piece of twine. So just improvise. Let's see. Might have to cut the tails now and tuck that under. So let's see what you're saying. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. I'm trying to concentrate. Caroline's saying, back from walk and Yahoo, you're here, Ashley. Did you just get this set? It's one of my favourite paper pumpkins. It's a card kit that I've had for a few weeks and not done anything with. And I've been meaning to come on and show it and just never got round to it. So I think that's better. I like it as a bow better rather than a, you know, a whatever you call it. I don't know. As per usual, I'm working on the very corner of my craft table as the cat is sprawled out and having a sleep. Oh, blimey. Ashley, what ink would you recommend for stamping and embossing? What ink would you recommend for stamping and embossing? Never get it right. So for embossing, you could use Versamark, which is like a clear sticky ink. And then you could use any colour embossing powder, or another trick I've seen done is if you stamp a stamp in Versamark first, which is clear, and then stamp it into one of our coloured ink pads and then stamp it onto your card, you get like a coloured ink that stays wetter longer, and you can put a clear embossing powder over it, and because you've used a coloured ink and Versamark together, it stays wetter, so you can put your clear powder on it and then the colour will come through from the ink. Does that make sense, Rachel? Yes, the bow looks better, someone's just said. Caroline's saying for embossing pigment inks and Versamark, yeah, you can use your Versamark first on a stamp and then, oh, so Caroline's just said exactly what I've just said. Sorry, I didn't see that message, Caroline. Right, what does it tell us we need now? Some of the little dots just kind of scattered around here. So again, you could, you know, pick these up with a pair of scissors or any kind of pokey tool. I'm just going to use my take your pick and just pick these up. These are already self-adhesive. So what's it telling us to do? 5. So 1, 2, 3, and I'll just put a couple here. So that's the little clear embellishments. I'll try and lift this up to the camera so see if you can see it any clearer. Will it focus? So not sure how well you'll see those, but they are clear little droplets. Now it's telling us to put 4 dimensionals on the back of here. I've seen that trick done loads of times with the Versamark and then stamp it into a coloured ink pad, and it saves you, you know, having to buy all different colours of embossing powder, because if you use a clear embossing powder, it will go over whatever ink you've stamped it with. Right, so this now, see Rachel, I'm doing the same. I'm literally working in this space that you can see here, which is the size of my grid, and yet I've got a great big desk. So it tells us to just pop this on the card. It's not telling us to do any background stamping or anything on the card. Just pop it on. So that's the first card. So let me just see if I can zoom in for you rather than trying to hold up. So can you see that? How cute is that? And obviously, you know, if you've already got other stamps, this could be a happy birthday, it could be congratulations, it could be thinking of you, it could just be a hello. But, you know, the sentiments that are in here, like I say, for anybody that may have only just joined, is let love grow. No matter the weather, we're in this together. Wishing you brighter days ahead. That's nice, isn't it, for somebody that may have been going through a rough time or maybe not feeling well or something recently. And then you are capable of amazing things. That's another nice one. So that is card 1. I've still got more room than you. I suppose I have. I've not got a cat sprawled all over my desk. Okay, so card 1. So let's move on to card 2. So card 2, the elements I need for card 2. I'll try and keep it in shot. Let me zoom out again, sorry. So cute, yeah, it is. Thanks, Rachel. Okay, so let's just see. So what do we need now? We need the clouds on the block. So let me just bring in this and clean. Just give this a quick clean and pop that on one side, because I don't know if I'm going to need that sentiment again, but I'll leave it on one side. So I need the clouds, both sets of clouds by the look of it. So I'm going to put one cloud on one side of the block and the other cloud on the other. Okay, I need the card that has the grass on the bottom, and it looks as though it wants me to stamp the big clouds and the small clouds. So let's ink this up and see how we go. Turn this over and do it this way. I'm not doing a very good job of inking up. Oh, nearly put that on crooked. Not sure, I think one down here by the look of it. And I think another one in here, and then a couple of small ones. Hi Karen. Hi Cherie. Wow, I'm late because YouTube didn't notify me you were here, Ashley, and everyone. Oh, sorry about that. But it literally is just a bit of an impromptu card making session. I'm using a card kit, Cherie, it's called the No Matter the Weather. Right, I'm just going to give this side a clean and take it off so that I can see the one on the other side a little bit easier. And which way does it want me to do this? This way. So let's ink this up. And I'm literally just going off the pictures, so don't know if I'm doing this right or not, but you know. So clean that, just put the lid on that so I don't put my fingers in it. So now it's telling me I need one of the circle die cuts. So I need this, and no matter the weather, we're in this together. So let's take this one off here, just dry this block. No matter the weather, we're in this together. That's going to go on there. And let's see if I can get this inked up and straight. Probably not. I'm just going to stamp it off because it doesn't look, oh yeah, it's okay. It's a bit blurry. I think I pressed a little bit too hard, but it's fine, it will do. That goes there, and again it's telling me to put this on dimensionals. You have the card kit, Cherie. It's lovely. As I said at the beginning, I've actually had it sat on my desk for several weeks, quite a few weeks actually, and just never got round to doing anything with it. So this looks as though it goes down here. Then again, it's telling me to cut 11 inches of the twine, and it's also telling me that I need the boots and the flowers. So how does this one go together? I think this goes like this, and it's showing you to wrap the twine around the boots. So let me just cut some again, and it looks as though you maybe wrap it round a couple of times. So let's see, and then tie it in a bow, I think. So what you're saying, Karen's saying nice sunny afternoon here today. It's been raining here. Cherie's saying the clouds look very dramatic when stamped, but good. Yeah, I'm not so sure whether actually I was supposed to stamp off, Karen. But because they're already in a paler grey in the background, I just thought I'd stamp them in the, you know, basic grey. But you could always stamp off and then stamp them to make them lighter. Now I'm struggling to see the end of this to tie the bow, so I'm just going to make this a little bow. I love our baker's twine, but it's a bit of a devil for me to tie bows with, but that's the best it's going to get. And it doesn't have to be perfect, does it, because it's handmade. So that looks as though it goes like so, and then the flowers go on top of it. So I'm going to put dimensionals here. So Anita's saying, started the tunnel card from yesterday, we'll post it, well done. Oh yeah, lovely. So yeah, any of you that are here today, if you were with me last night for the YouTube live, if you have a go at making that aperture card I showed how to make, go and post it on the forum. On my forum, there's a bit that says your projects. Go and pop it in there. Anita's saying it's really hot in Cumbria. Wow, well it's not here today in Derbyshire. Rachel's in Hertfordshire. I use a bow maker. Ah, that's a good idea. I've not got a bow maker. Right, so this one looks as though it just goes over the top. So I'm just going to put dimensionals at the top. And what I will do, I'll put one of the glue dots. Let's just see. I'm going to put one of the glue dots just on the top of the little boots because it overlaps the boots. So it's going to have the dimensionals on it to stick it to the card. And then just to hold it in place, if that little glue dot will hold. Sorry, I was out of shot there. I was just trying to get the glue dots off the backs off the dimensionals. That little glue dot will hold it to the top of the Wellington boots. So now it tells us we need some of the little raindrops. So let's bring the embellishments back in again. And I'll just pick them up with my take your pick tool. So because I am working in such a small area, if I do go out of shot, just put me a comment. Because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, and I'm not really ignoring you. I know you're there, but I may just go out of shot a few times. So it tells us to put some of these raindrops on now. So I'm literally just going to scatter these, and they're not going on very straight. So 1, 2, 3, so 5. They always say odd numbers, don't they? Look better. Got the stamps sticking to me now. So got 5 little, not sure how well you're going to see them, but they are there. And then again, it's telling us dimensionals on the back. What else is Karen's saying? Oh, I think they look good. How you did them. I bought a cheap one from eBay and made bows for the first week. It's so good. I might have to invest in one of them then. I've seen them. I've just kind of never got round to getting one really. Right, so we need another base card. So again, already pre-scored. So I'm just going to fold this in half and use my bone folder just to give it an extra crease. But again, you don't need a bone folder. You know, you could just use the end of your scissors, or you could use a credit card, or just do it with your fingers and you'll be fine. So that I think is all that's needed for card 2. So let me see if I can just zoom in a bit for you. It does look dramatic, doesn't it, with those grey clouds? So that's card 2. Obviously, if you've already got some crafting supplies, maybe a bit of Wink of Stella on the flowers. And where's card 1? You know, you could maybe highlight the flowers on card 1, or the Wellington boots, or just highlight the flowers on this one, or even on the clouds. So that's card 2. And then I'll show you them all again when I've finished. So we're on to card 3. So this kit makes 3 cards of each of 3 designs. Okay, so 9 cards in total. So Rachel's saying, I got one free in a magazine. Cheap and cheerful, does the job. Okay. Cherie's saying, looks great. That's so lovely, Anita's saying. So card 3. So let's bring in the last bit of the die cut sheet. So we need the Wellington boots. So this is all one die cut. And I've got a couple of heart left over from that. Was I meant to use hearts on that one? No? Okay, so don't know if I need them on this one, or if maybe they're just spares. Right, so we've got Wellington boots. So let me just pop out all these little bits in the middle of each of the pair of boots. And get rid of the bits in my little bit box. I keep a little box Can you see this? Can't remember what came in this, but I keep that on my desk, and I just put all the ends of the die, you know, the bits of die cuts like this and the backings from my glue dots. So I'm going to put that on one side. I need the card with the lady. It's telling me that I need the little dots and that other background. And again, I need some twine. And then we need, what else do we need? Some embellishments at the end. Right, so this one, you wrap the twine around the card by the look of it. So again, I'm just going to pull some off and just tie so I'm going to chop some off. And then I'm going to tie, I think what I might do is tie it in a knot first. Don't know if that's going to help me or not. Oh, pulled that too tight now. And then tie a bow and see if that's any better. Probably won't be. I'm all fingers and thumbs. It's not too bad. Make it a little bit smaller. And it looks as though from the diagram it needs to be just kind of in from the end. So that's where mine is. So that's where it can stay. Then we need to stamp these little raindrop things. So let me just clean that last stamp and take that off. And we'll put these little raindrops on. Bring the ink in. And then it looks as though we kind of just stamp these all over. So I'm just going to go off the page a little bit, as well as on it. Literally just looks as though it's just, you stamp the background with these. And then the bottom, you use the other one. So let me just clean that one. So we're using most of the stamps in the set by the look of it. And then this one goes on the bottom. Just dry my block. And let's see, so this one looks as though you maybe stamp and then stamp the second generation, because I'm not sure how well you'll see it, but some of the bits are a bit darker than others. So I'm guessing you stamp and then stamp again. But you know, these kits are, you know, you can make them, maybe I shouldn't have put the bow on straight away. You can make them as they are, or you can make them your own. There you go. So let's move that out of the way. Clean that one. And then while I've got the ink, it tells me I need the blue die cut and you are capable of amazing things. So that's the only greeting we've not used so far. So let's put that, on there. Try to get it as straight as I can without getting my head in the camera. So I'm just going to ink this and stamp it and see. That looks okay actually. And then that needs to go on there. Again, I'm just cleaning the stamps as I go. I'm going to put the lid on that ink for now. So it's just an assembly job again now. So following the pictures, I need dimensionals on the back of this and on the back of the greeting. So I'm just going to use 3 dimensionals. I think, do you know, I don't think I've had a kit that I've not liked. I know I come on and I say I love this kit, but I do love our kits, I really do. And I just find them so easy to work with. And, you know, we all get stuck for ideas. I get stuck for ideas of what to do, you know, in the Sunday night lives. I get stuck for ideas, you know, to come up with projects, you know, for my regular weekly videos. And I think the kits are just brilliant because they take all the thinking out of it for you. This looks as though it just sits literally on top. And then again, it wants us to use, right, can anybody see where the embellishments are on my desk? Wants us to use the embellishments, and oh, there they are, stuck to the stamp. It wants us to use the embellishments. So again, it's the raindrops. So I'm just gonna scatter some of these amongst the ones that I've stamped. Not actually sure how many it wants me to use. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's got 6 on it. I'll just put whatever. What have we got so far? Did I pick that one up? No, I didn't. So there you go. So that's that one. Then for this one, it's telling us to fold the card this way. So let's fold it in half. As I say, you can just burnish it with your fingers, but I just like to use my bone folder. But it's telling us to make the card this way, like a tent fold. So again, dimensionals for the back. I'm just going to pop one in each corner and one in the middle, just to give it a little bit of support. Right, let me see what you're saying. I'm not watching what you're saying. So Rachel's saying glossy accents would look good on the... Yes, that's an idea, isn't it? Glossy accents. I like glossy accents, but I've not used them for years, but I don't know if anybody else is the same. When I used to use them, I used to put them on and then forget I'd put them on and stick my finger in them. So, you know, it wasn't always a success, glossy accents. So that's... Let me see if I can just zoom in again rather than picking it up. If I zoom in a bit, I think you might be able to see it better. So that's the third card. So let's bring in the other two. So that was card 1. That was card 2. And this is card 3. You can do so much with them. Yeah, these are really lovely. We'll be ordering this. It's a lovely kit. It really is. As I say, for anybody that wasn't here at the beginning, it's called No Matter the Weather card kit. And the item number is 156977. And as I say, it will be available in other languages. So if you don't put the number in and you just look for kits on my website, it will bring them all up, and the kits are, I think, available in French and German as well. So just make sure you order the English. But if you want to order through me, through my Stampin' Up shop, this obviously is the English kit and the product number is 156977. So that's the kit. I love it. So basically we've used every greeting that's in the kit, and we've used most of the stamps except, oh, we've not used every greeting. There's one there, wishing you brighter days ahead. Okay, so we've used 2 of the greetings, have we? No, we've used more. 1, 2, 3 greetings of the kit, and we've used most of the elements, but I've not used the flower or the hearts. So you could make your own backgrounds, you could, you know, stamp the clouds yourself, you could use this mottled one that we put on the bottom of the first card. That would make a nice background. You could use the flowers, these hearts. I love it. Right, I'm just going to pop these back on here, and then I can see what any of you have, if you have anything to say, or if you want to ask me anything. That goes on there. The cloud goes on there. That cloud goes on there. So like I say, our kits come with everything, apart from obviously we've established you need a pair of scissors if you're going to use the twine, because you need to cut the twine. There's even on, let me zoom out, on the instructions, I don't know whether you've ever noticed this or not before, this has been on all previous kits, there's even a ruler, and it's in metric and inches. So there's even a ruler. So if you've not got a ruler but you've got a pair of scissors that you've taken with you, you know, in your box to cut your twine, you can use the ruler that's on the edge of the instructions. And all comes in this box. So where's my piece of plastic to go over the top of this? So a piece of plastic to protect your stamps, all your instructions, your embellishments, your dimensionals, your glue dots, all in a little plastic bag so you know where they are. Let me just pop them in there. And the embellishments and the twine, the glue dots, and then the basic grey ink pad, the stamp block, which as I say is the same size as our regular D block, just about half the thickness, and then all the die cut elements to make all the cards, all the background pieces, all the cards and all your envelopes. And obviously for the cards you could stamp the envelopes as well using some of the elements that's in the stamp set and decorate your envelopes, you know, on the outside if you want to. Just another good kit. Like I say, I do love our kits. Right, what you're saying. So Cherie is saying Lisa Curcio and Kylie Pachucci have great Stampin' Up ideas. Okay, I don't watch Kylie, but I've seen Lisa from time to time. But they're not channels that I watch all the time. But yes, I know what you mean. Lisa does have some, you know, from what I've seen, she does have some nice ideas. I would have missed it entirely if you hadn't shown us. Thank you, Ashley, you're the best. Oh, thank you, Cherie. Just want to say before we go, hope all goes well with Hannah and hope she likes the birthday cake. I know. Oh, Rachel, let me just tell you this. So she phoned me before to let me know that, obviously I knew she'd played this morning. And she phoned me and she said to me, I don't care what cake you bring, even if it's dairy and gluten free, I want a cake and I want the caterpillar. So funny. And I said, you're not supposed to be demanding, you're supposed to be thankful for what I come with. No, I need a cake. Oh dear, I don't know. Caroline's saying, love your presentations. Oh, thank you. And Ali's saying, lovely kit. So yeah, so that's literally my impromptu live. So I just thought, as I say, because I am going away again tonight for a few days to be with Hannah, and I'm not back until towards, well, the end of the week. No, when am I back? Thursday, I think I'm back. So I thought, if I don't show it now, this kit's going to be sat on my desk for another 3 weeks. Anita's saying, just going to order it. Thanks, Ashley. You're a star. Oh, thank you, Anita. I know, Rachel. Funny. Talk about demanding child. But yeah, but I've got all my bits and pieces to take with me for her. And she's out again, I think, at 9 o'clock on Friday morning. So I don't know whether she'll want a presents tomorrow night or whether we'll just wake up early on Wednesday morning and I'll give her a presents then. In fact, I think I might make her wait until Wednesday morning. I might wake her up about 7 and then we can just sit in the hotel room and she can eat some of her cake if she wants for breakfast. And open her presents. But yeah, so I love it, our birthdays being just 6 days apart. I think it's fun. She took me out for lunch last week, and then I'm going to get to spend the time with her while she's away. And I think we might be going for a meal at weekend for her birthday. Rachel saying, oh, bless her, bet she don't want the bumps. Oh dear, I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, I'm glad you like that kit. I love it. So I've got what have I got? 6 more. I've got 2 more of each I can make because, as I say, it comes with 9. And, you know, we can decorate an envelope if we want to. So I'm thinking maybe this one would go with the one with the Wellington boots. So you could, let's find the stamps and see what we've got that we could maybe decorate the envelope with. We've got that little flower, haven't we? Maybe we could stamp the little flower. It's nice. It is nice for both of us, yeah. And Cherie's saying, and 3 days after your dad. And it was it Rachel? Was it yours yesterday? Did we establish? I can't remember. It was, wasn't it? It was yours yesterday. Let's just maybe stamp a little trio of flowers. What do you think? What else have we got we can put on here? Got those little raindrops, haven't we? Let's put the raindrops on the other side. I'm just messing now. I've finished really what I wanted to show you, but I'm just messing. So let's get my raindrops the right way up. So if I stamp them off and then maybe just stamp a few raindrops. Anita saying, have a super time, both of you. We will do, thank you. There you go. So we've got some little raindrops and some little flowers. And then that would be our little matching envelope. Karen's saying, my husband and son are on the 3rd and 4th of July. Oh, are they? That was the 4th of July would have been my dad's birthday if he'd still been alive. And that was actually the day that I was meant to have Hannah. But she ended up coming of her own accord on the 30th of June. So that's why we're 6 days apart. She wasn't actually due until mid-July. She was early. She was about 4 weeks early. Typical English weather, Cherie is saying. Oh dear. So yeah, so that's the card kit. So I'm glad you liked it. As I say, I do like our kits. I think they're good value, and I think they're especially good for anybody that is new to paper crafting, or for anybody that just wants to take you know, something away with them on a little holiday that is easy to travel with. Because I mean, just look at this, all fits in this box. Let me just bring the box in. So it all fits in this box really comfortably, and as we were saying before, still plenty of room to put a pair of scissors in there and another glue runner if you want to take, you know, a tape runner. I've got my Stampin seal here, which is quite a big runner. That fits in easily. The pair of scissors that I showed you before would fit in. If you've got one of the smaller glue runners like our old snail, you know, or any of those other ones that are like this, would fit in very easily. Your chamois, you know, if you've got, let me find mine, although it's not wet, but you know, your Simply chamois, wet this and keep it in one of these CD cases, that would fit in there as well. So, or like somebody was saying before, forgot who it was now, a little pack of the travel baby wipes, all fits nice and neatly into the box and so easy to travel with. And this whole box, let me tell you how big this is. It's about 9 3/4 by 6 1/4, and it is 2 inches deep. So that would easily fit in, you know, a suitcase if you're going away, in your hand luggage if you were going away, or, you know, in your glove box of your car if you go into a caravan or something like that. So just another great kit. Right, let me see what you're all saying. My granddaughter is the 7th, grandson on the 10th. Oh, granddaughter's on the 7th and grandson on the 10th. I just love listening to your accent. Oh no, I don't. It's awful. My dad was from Staffordshire and I miss hearing him speak. Oh, well, Staffordshire's only about an hour or so from me. Like, depending on where in Staffordshire, but like Leek isn't. I'm about 5 or 6 miles on one side of, say, Buxton, and Leek and Staffordshire are on the other side of Buxton. So Leek is about an hour from me. Rachel's saying my mum is in Staffordshire. My dad came from Oldbury. Okay, where's that, Oldbury? Not heard of that one. I love coming on and talking to you guys, but I always think when I come on, you'll probably think, what's she doing on again? And that's why I don't do lives very often. But I do enjoy talking to you because I think we've got a nice little community going, haven't we, on the Sunday, you know, with the ScanNCut. And then, as I say, I've done a couple of these card kits now. I don't do them very often, maybe every so many months. But I do like our card kits. And I like to show them because I just think they are good value and I think they're easy to use. I'm just tidying up now. So if you can hear me banging drawers and things, sorry. I'm just putting my stuff away as we speak. So I'll put the kit out of the way and I'll just bring the cards back in, just for anybody that may have come in late and doesn't know what I've been doing. So my dad came from Oldbury. Oh, the Midlands. Okay. Not so sure I've actually heard of that. It's nice to have a chat, Rachel's saying. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Oh, 4:15. No idea what time I came on. Let me look what my live is saying. Oh, okay. So my live is saying I've been on 1 hour and 15, and I think I was on about 15 minutes before I started. So that's not too bad, is it? Because last night I was on for quite a while. I am going to have a look at, who was it? Vicky was asking me about some kind of card. I am going to, if I get some time when I go off here before I go away tonight, I might have a look and see if I can work out that card that Vicky wanted me to try and do. But if not, I might have to get onto that towards the end of the week. So Cherie's saying my English family was Bilbrook and Codsall. Okay, so I don't know that. Yes, it's lovely to chat, Heather's saying. Anita's saying, yes, it is. I'm originally from Ellesmere Port. Okay. That's my cousin and my auntie live in a village called Antrobus, which is over towards Northwich, and I think is Ellesmere Port a bit further over. Is Ellesmere Port going towards Chester or Liverpool? Can't remember. I should know because in a former life, when I sold houses for a living for a big builder, I used to travel all over the northwest. Right, so has anybody got any questions or any comments or anything else they want to chat about? It's lovely to know where you're all from though. It kind of makes me, I'll have forgotten, I'll be honest with you, I'll forget by the time I end this live. It's near Chester. Yeah, I thought it was over that way. Cheshire Oaks is out that way, isn't it? Hannah and I go to Cheshire Oaks from time to time. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll probably forget where you're all from because I am actually rubbish at stuff like this, and I'm bad with names. I really am sorry. I don't often forget a face. If I meet you and then I see you again, I kind of can remember a face, but I'm just so bad with names. And I think the older I get, the worse I'm getting. Right, what we're saying, so it's near Chester. Ali, I'm in Ellesmere Port, Susan's saying. Okay. My fave is the Let Love Grow. Yeah, I like that one too. The one with the boots, the welly boots. I like that one, but I think they're all nice. And this one, you are capable of amazing things. You could swap that greeting out, couldn't you? You know, and put Let Love Grow on that one. But thank you for your time. Rachel, you're welcome. Thank you for being with me, because I know that whenever I go live, you're nearly always here, which is, you know, really nice of you to come and spend your time with me. Oh, Port, yeah. So yeah, so we're spread about again, aren't we? Crafting using the In Blooms bundle. In Blooms. I've got that on my desk. What, that's what you're doing at the moment, Karen? I love Hervey Bay. Ashley, you have the poor girl wearing one green and one yellow welly. Oh yeah. I'd not noticed that. Oh yes, silly me. Are you supposed to put a specific colour on her? I bet you are as well, aren't you? Let's find the instructions. Let's see what you're supposed to do. Yes, you're supposed to put the green ones on her. Well spotted, Cherie. That's typical of me though, isn't it? Let's see if we can pick it off. Let's see if we can pick it off and move it and get it in the right place. Of course, there's a clue, isn't there, underneath? How stupid am I? So it's meant to go like this. Thank you, Cherie. There you go. Fixed. Patty H is saying, I'm very late. Love this set. Only used it once when it first came out last year. Okay. It's lovely, isn't it, Patty? As I say, I've had it on my desk for weeks and just never got round to doing anything with it. Susan Fielder's saying, I lived in Westminster Road, just down from Wilkinson Street. Well, isn't that a coincidence, Susan's saying? I think it's great, though. I've changed it now, Cherie, just for you. You're welcome. And as I've said to you before, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't use the ScanNCut, which would have meant an earful from my mum. Oh, bless. Yeah, been in Western Australia since 1986. Wow. Bit nicer there, I would think. And Karen's saying, yes, that's what you're using now. Yeah, I've got it on my desk. So you've got the dies, haven't you? So you've got the In Bloom stamp set, and then you've got the dies to go with it. And then I give you a sneak peek at a card I've been making. I've been using the dies from the In Bloom, and I've been using that Hello Thanks embossing folder and making some thank you cards for my customers. And then I think I had a video that went live, was it last week or on Saturday? I can't remember, where I used the In Bloom, I think, die cuts that I had scraps on my desk. So yeah, I've got them all on my desk to use to get more videos out. Just not got round to using them. Have you seen this paper, Karen, or anybody else? It's called Gold and Rose Gold 6x6 metallic speciality paper. I don't know if any of you have seen this. I've not cut it with my ScanNCut yet, but I would imagine it would cut nicely. And it is a paper, it's smooth, it's got no grit or anything to it. It's nice and shiny. Don't know how well you'll see this. It's just got a white backing. I did cut some die cuts with it, as you can see here. And I do have to say, with my die cutting machine, I did have to run it through a couple of times. I think it's because of this backing that's on the back. But it did cut, you know, it cut fine, but I did have to run it through a couple of times. But I think this would cut nice with the ScanNCut. So I don't know if any of you have seen that in the catalogue. What's Cherie saying? You wouldn't know the place now. Lots of development, and now the retirement capital of Australia. That's gorgeous card. Those papers look lovely. Yeah, they are. Can't remember how many you get. Oh, 8. So it must be 4 of each. 6x6. So is it 8? Yeah, 8 I think it must be. I have actually given some of this to in my customer thank yous for last month, so that's why I've not got a lot less. So you must get 4 gold and 4 rose gold, which I think, depending on the way you look at it, looks different colours in different lights, but it is the same rose gold colour. And like I say, it's nice for die cutting, and it would go through your ScanNCut, I'm sure it would. And, you know, if you wanted to make this kit go further, you could maybe use some of this or any of your other Stampin' Up cardstock and make your kit go a bit further. As I say, there's lots of flower shapes in the ScanNCut machine. There's what is that? There might even be some boots. There's a watering can, but if it's not in the machine, it's in canvas, because I used it when I made that card it's a few months ago probably now. So you could, you know, always make your own background paper or use some of the coordinating colours and stamp your backgrounds and then cut some shapes with your ScanNCut. So what's Karen saying? Yes, just finished cutting out some time for building the flowers. I splurged and got the artistic expressions suite, but also want the pansies. The artistic expressions is my favourite at the moment. The paper is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the stamp set is another stamp set that I have actually got on my desk. If you bear with me. It's here somewhere. It's just gone behind my iPad. Stamp set's lovely, and I've made a couple of cards using this and this. I'm going to make some using this one. So yeah, that suite, Cherie, is beautiful. So Ali's saying they look lovely. I so need someone to die and leave me stacks of money. Oh dear. And then you could retire and then you could just make cards all day long. That would be heaven. That's funny, Cherie. So yeah, I have got all sorts of things. Have you seen these as well? I've also got these on my desk. I might as well show you everything that's piled up on my desk at the moment. Have you seen the ombre gift bags? These are in our in colours. So these are just called ombre gift bags. There's 20 in a pack. They are 4 3/4 inches wide by 7 inches high. So these would be good to put some cards in. You know, once you've made your cards, make them up. And they're in all our new in colours. So let's see if we can, I'll show you. We've got, so might need some help here if I can't remember. So I think that's soft succulent. That one I think evening evergreen. This is pale papaya. What have we got? Fresh freesia. I love that. Fresh freesia. And just going back to these thank you cards that I've been making, that's fresh freesia with blackberry bliss, and look how well they go together. So that's fresh freesia, and then this is polished pink. So that's something else that's sat on my desk at the moment. Excuse me. So that's our ombre gift bags. These were also in my May customer thank you packs as well. That's why a lot of this stuff is sat on my desk. But how good would that be if you made up some of these in a set and then put them in a gift bag? Now I know this isn't pale papaya, but if you used, would that fit in there? I know these are slightly bigger than our normal A6 cards, but that would just about fit in there. You'd probably get a couple of cards and a couple of envelopes in there. You could maybe fold that over and put a tag or something with a greeting on. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, to package them up as a gift. You're not going to get many in them because these cards are bigger, as I say, than our normal, what we call UK A6, or I think you call A2 in the US, or in, do Canada call them A2 cards as well, or do you call them A6 the same as here in the UK? I'm not sure. Cherie's saying, oh, I wish 4 years to go. Well, here in the UK, our retiring age keeps getting put further and further back. So, you know, I could be into my 70s before I could officially retire. I would put them on the front of a card. I wouldn't be able to resist. Put what on the front of a card? What have I missed? Oh, and I've got, I've not used this yet, linen thread. That was another purchase a month or so ago that I've never got round to using, our linen thread. I've got ribbon. I don't use ribbon a lot. Maybe I should start using it. I tend to buy ribbon and give it as gifts, but I like our twines. I think, you know, they add a bit of something to your card without adding a lot of bulk. Sometimes our ribbon adds extra bulk and then it doesn't fit through that silly little slot, you know, for mailing as a regular. You have to send it as a large letter. So I find baker's twine or like our linen thread, that kind of thing, you know, gives a bit of something else to your card but doesn't add the, the bags. Do you know what else I thought you could do with these bags? You could make, you know, like mini albums. You know, like we used to make mini albums out of envelopes. You could make mini albums out of these bags. That would be something else you could make, or, you know, just put little things in them and gift them. I can't remember if they're food safe. Let me have a look, because anybody that bakes, if you bake cookies, you could put cookies in them. Let me just check. Oh, Karen may know. Karen's on here. She's in my team. She may know. I know our other bags are. I can't remember about the ombre bags. So let's see. Ombre gift bags. Food safe. So, yes, they are food safe, the ombre gift bags. So you could put, if you make cookies, you could put cookies in them, or, you know, any other bits of food you could put in them. So Heather's saying good luck to Hannah. Hope the weather improves. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she lost this morning, 3-2, which basically means she was 3 down with 2 holes to play, but she birdied the last 2 holes, but the match was all over by then. So I don't know how she's going to go on this afternoon, but it's only her first match. It only started this morning. So last time she played in County Week, there wasn't one last year, but because of COVID, but the year before, I think she lost her first, halved her second, and then won every other match the rest of the week. So she did really well, and that was her first ever ladies first team County Week, so she did really well. So what else are we saying? Karen's saying, I have just cut blackberry bliss and fresh freesia flowers for my card today. Cannot believe that. Wish I could show you. We could have done a Zoom meeting. How bizarre, but nice. Yeah. Karen, what I'll try and do, sorry, I'm just blowing my nose, how rude. Well, I'm not blowing my nose, I'm wiping my nose, sorry. As I say, I am going away for a few days, but I'm back towards the end of the week. Maybe I'll see if we can have a bit of a team Zoom, just a chat and a catch up. I don't know when. I'll try and organise something. I'll make a note. I'm not so sure whether I'm going away again on Sunday with Hannah for a comp next week. I can't remember, but maybe if we, you know, try and catch up over the weekend, maybe Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. I'll see. I'll be in touch, Karen. I'll make a note when I come off the live and see, because I know I am mindful. I've not really, you know, done anything with any of my team for a while, but I've just been so busy. It's so difficult to juggle everything, you know, to try and keep my YouTube channel going. Obviously Stampin' Up is my small business now, so I'm trying to build that up, so I've got to try and kind of concentrate on doing stuff for Stampin' Up. Then I've got Hannah to deal with, you know, and everyday life. It gets a bit of a juggling act, but I will try and organise something. Cherie's saying, Karen, post it to the website so we can all see. Yeah, post it on the forum, Karen, and then everybody else can go and have a look. And any of you, it doesn't have to be Stampin' Up projects. If you make anything, no matter what it is, whether it's a scrapbook page, whether it's a card, whether you sew, whether you embroider, whether you crochet, whether you knit, anything that you craft, I don't care what it is. If you make something, please go to my forum. There's a section that says your projects. You can put anything in there. Honestly, I love to see what you all get up to and what you make. You know, it doesn't have to be, it can be anything. Like I say, it doesn't have to be made with Stampin' Up products. My forum is just for anything. It really is. And I love to see what you make. So, yeah. So, Karen, yeah, whatever you're making in the same 2 colours that I've just used, go and post something on the forum, on my forum, and let everybody see. And that goes for everybody. Cherie, Rachel, anybody. If you make anything, go and post it on there. You basically just need to be a member of my forum. And if you're not, ask to join and I'll approve you. And then you just go and start to type a post, and I think there's a little picture of a camera, and you click on that, and that's how you upload your pictures. It's dead simple. So that's why Hannah needs cake. Probably, yeah, because she lost. Oh dear. Rachel's saying that would be good, Karen. I wonder if you and Ashley could do a split screen together. Oh, I've just looked out the window and it's raining here now. For Zoom, I only have the free Zoom, so I don't know how many guests we can have on at once. But certainly Karen and I could, but I'm not sure how many other people could join us. But, you know, if that's something that you're interested in, leave me a message under this. Obviously, this is a live stream, but it's going out to YouTube. Leave a message in the comments and I'll see maybe if that's something we could organise in the future. Having a bit of a Zoom catch up together for all of us face to face, then we can all see each other. Or not, if you don't want to be on camera, I don't mind. I don't like being on camera, but you know, I do it from time to time. You'll have seen me. But I'd have to look into how many people we can have for that. I know on my Switcher studio, I think I can have about 9 guests. So if we did it through my Switcher software, I could send you a link, but I'd need to know beforehand how many of you want to join, because there is a limit on that one. And on Zoom, I think there's a limit with me only using the free one. But so let's see what we're saying. That would be good, Karen. I forgot to photograph mine until it's too late. I know I do that as well. I make something that I think's really pretty, put it in an envelope and post it, and then think, oh, why didn't I put a picture of that on my Instagram or on my website? Rubbish, I know. Will that be? Will do. That would be great. I can only do YouTube, not the techno. Okay, Rachel, well, certainly for my Switcher studio, I know I can have a certain number of guests. I just can't remember how many it is. And you don't need any technology for that. I literally set it up and send you a link, and all as you do is you open the link in a website browser. So literally you paste it, say, into, you know, whatever browser you use, and then you would join my chat. But I honestly can't remember how many people I can have, so I'd have to look into that. And then Zoom wise, again, because I don't want to pay for Zoom, I only have the free Zoom. I don't really use Zoom very often. So I only have the free version, and again, I think you can only have so many guests. But my Switcher is a lot easier because literally I set it up on my iPad and I just send you a link, and literally all as you do is click on the link and it opens, as I say, in a browser. You don't need any technology whatsoever for that. As long as you've got a browser, you know, an internet browser on either your phone or your iPad or your desktop or your laptop, you can join in. So if that's something that anybody's, you know, interested in, a little private chat session, and maybe we could just either just chat and, you know, have a coffee, or chat and craft at some point. We can see what we can do. Right. I've got a glue dot stuck to my finger, which I'm scraping off as we speak. So I think it's, what is it, 20 to 5. I think I'm going to go and get myself something to eat, and get myself organised and packed for my little few days away. So has anybody got any last minute questions or comments before I go? I'm also thinking as well, but it's probably going to have to wait a couple of months. Maybe doing another craft along like I did last year, where I did a kind of one sheet wonder and made so many cards from, I think I did it with designer series paper. Thinking about doing something like that again later on in the year. And I think I did that. Did I do that for World? Oh, I did two, didn't I? I did World Card Making Day, where I used the poinsettia dies. And I also did the craft along, where I did, I can't remember how many cards I made now. Was it 10 or 11 cards from a piece of 12 by 12 paper, something like that. So I'm going to do something like that later on in the year, and that'll be done as a YouTube live, but will be recorded so anybody can watch it later. But yeah, the little individual, you know, switcher chat or Zoom chat we could organise, but obviously I'd need to know how many of you want to join, because it would only be limited to a certain number of places, and I don't want somebody to say they're going to do it and then not join and they're taking a place that somebody else could use. But anyway, okay, so let's see. Thank you for sharing, Ashley. It's been fabulous. Yeah, thanks for being here, Cherie. Take care. Thanks again, Rachel, staying. Yes, say stave to you. Don't know about split screen. I wish I was computer literate. Karen, you are doing really well. I will try and explain how to do split screen on Zoom. It's literally just one of the settings, I think, along the bottom of the screen that you click on. I think it might say like gallery view or something like that. And once you click on it, you'll see, and then more and more, as more people join, they all just drop in so you can see everybody. It's really easy. Ali's saying, enjoy your few days away with Hannah. Hope she does well at golf and has a lovely birthday. Oh, thank you, Ali. Right, I'm going to go then, guys, because my computer's now telling me I've been on like an hour and 3/4 nearly. Nearly 2 a.m. time for bed. Or Cherie, I shouldn't be keeping you up, sorry. Karen's saying, yes, I enjoyed that. Cherie, go to bed. I'm going to go now so that Cherie can go to bed, and that you can all get on with the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and then I can go and get myself a bite to eat and get myself organised for going away. So take care, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Glad you all like the No Matter the Weather stamp kit from Stampin' Up. Like I say, if any of you make anything at all, please just go to my forum. The link is on my website, applelover53.co.uk. Everything that I do is available from my website, so you can get to my forum, you can get to my blog, and you can get to my Stampin' Up shop, all from my basic applelover53.co.uk website. If you make something, go to the forum and post it there. Oh, thanks, Cherie, you're lovely. But I know, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, anyway, I know, Rachel, 2 o'clock in the morning, she's up watching me and speaking to us. Good night, everyone. Take care. I'm going to go now. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe.